G'day everyone, it's Engelo Rumora here. I'm your favorite Australian and the real estate dingo, bringing you another awesome vlog. And today we're talking about the 3 ways how you can get money for your first flip. Let's get it started. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, you will know that I'm a big believer in using your own cash to purchase property. So no matter how long it takes you to earn that money and save it, I believe that you should only use your own cash. Now, with that being said, I still want to offer you, I guess, a few other solutions and a few other tips that I implemented back in the day. And to be honest with you, I kind of made some mistakes when I did these things. So hopefully you're going to learn a lesson from my mistake and not make the same mistakes. So the first way that you can kind of get money for your first flip, guys, is look, family and friends. Like, just go to mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, friends. Anyone that's kind of within your close circle of influence. These folks are the most likely to trust you when you're a beginner, when you do not know too much. The likelihood of them loaning you some money for your first flip is pretty high, especially if you kind of, offer them a nice percentage split or a profit split. I think you'd have a pretty good chance of getting some money from them. Now, word of caution is this. I borrowed money back in the day from a family member and I lost it. And it took me 3 years to pay it back. And I can tell you right now, it was one of the most embarrassing and just awful feelings ever. So that is pretty much the only problem. If you are borrowing money from a family member and you do not make money on your first deal and you have to pay it back, you're probably going to find yourself in a world of misery for quite a few years until you pay that money back and then you're a hero. Now, also another thing to keep in mind is once you start doing well, and after you've kind of borrowed money from a few family members, before you know it, everyone is going to be your best friend. So, at Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's going to be a lot of real estate discussions. Okay, so that's the first way. The second way, guys, is through hard money lenders. Now, I've worked with hard money lenders in the past. I don't really have that need to work with hard money lenders now just because we've kind of accumulated our own capital, and I prefer, being the master of my fate, the captain of my soul, as they say, where I control the shots and I just make the moves when I want and how I want, right? Now, what hard money lenders, normally require is a proven track record. So it's very hard to go to a hard money lender and just say, hey, can you lend me some money because I've got this awesome deal? Most of them will want to know, your kind of historical stats with all of the other transactions that you've done. So how many properties you've bought, how many properties you've flipped, what kind of your margins were on all of those deals that you've done. So keep that in mind, guys. The world does not owe you anything as much as some of you might think it does. It doesn't. You really kind of have to grind it out, prove yourself, have a track record before people will start trusting you. Like nowadays, after I've done so many deals, like I go to a ton of conferences and there's so many folks throwing money at me that it's just absolutely mind-boggling. But I'm fortunate enough that I just use my own cash, as I mentioned. Now, another thing that I want to mention in regards to hard money lenders, look, I always like to say there's nothing wrong with any piece of real estate as long as the price is right. So even if you don't have a proven track record, but if you can find that right deal and negotiate really hard and make sure that you can buy it dirt cheap, you might get a hard money lender that will roll the dice on you. Look, I'm a big believer in people and people by people. So if someone likes you, they might give you a chance. I got my chance because I guess I'm just a likable Australian guy, even though I didn't really have a proven track record. So, it just comes down to how you present yourself and how you present that particular transaction. First impression is every impression. You really want to give yourself the best possible chance to secure the funds from that hard money lender. But once again, track record is everything, and that particular property and the price that you can acquire it for is also very important, okay? So that's the second one. Last but not least, guys, and look, I feel like a broken record here, is just use your own freaking capital. And look, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, like, I don't give a crap if you have to work day and night and eat ramen noodles and, sleep on your friend's couch and not pay any money for rent and catch the bus. And like, guys, I really don't care. Like, save absolutely every single penny. do that for 2 years. Like I did it. I worked my ass off as a laborer for 4 years. I saved $50,000 and that got me my start. And you know, here I am today, like doing hundreds of deals every single year. And that's not a joke. And I'm not trying to blow wind up my butt, but I'm just telling you as it is. So I'm a big believer in working hard, being frugal, saving your own cash, and using your own cash to buy your first property. Because guys, the likelihood of you losing is pretty high. And look, when you do lose, you've only got yourself to blame, no one else. You haven't lost your reputation within the family or within your friends and within the actual real estate world with hard money lenders. Guys, news travels quickly. It's a small world out there, trust me. So, you know, I really believe that you should spend that time in doing as much due diligence as you possibly can, working hard, being frugal, saving your own capital, and then starting your real estate investment journey. And check this out. Easy come, easy go, right? If you call mommy or daddy and they give you 50 to 100 grand, it's not money that you've worked for. If you call Mr. Hard Money Lender and you sell them on this deal and they give you the capital, it's still not money that you've worked for. Now, if you're using your own money and that it's taken you 2 years to save 50 to 100 grand, I can bet you anything in the world that you're going to be much more cautious and you're going to be much more diligent with your own capital than you will be with anyone else's. Okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my, 0.02 Australian cents for you. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'd love to hear any of your strategies on how you were able to get money for your first flip. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Please comment below. But that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for listening. I'm Engelo Rumora. I'm your favorite Australian and the real estate dingo. I'll catch you in the next vlog.